Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I have another video which is going to talk about a topic on astrology. Now we all are aware, if you are a student of astrology, if you are a practitioner, then you are aware, I'm sure, about the transit which is about to take place of the great Jupiter. Jupiter, who is also known as Brihaspati or Guru in Vedic astrology, is about to change signs very soon. It's happening on the 4th of May 2024 at 10:20 a.m. Here in Great Britain, England. Now, if you live somewhere else, you will have to check accordingly. You can just go onto the software and punch in the details. It will be around the 4th of May itself. Timings will be different based on the latitude, longitude of your own region and country. But just remember that I use Chandrahari Ainamsh. So it will be different for you if you're using Lahari Ainamsh. And I would suggest you to use Chandrahari Ainamsha as well for more accurate results. Okay, so with that, let's begin. So Jupiter is exiting the sign of Aries and will enter the sign of Taurus. So first things first, what you need to remember is Jupiter is not very comfortable in the sign of Taurus. So significations of Jupiter, karakas of Jupiter will get weakened during this time for the entire world. Transits are to be judged for mundane events, transits are to be judged for world events because they impact the world on a larger scale. Now, all planets make a transit, but why do we stress more on the transit of Jupiter and Saturn? It is because they spend maximum amount of time in each sign, right? Jupiter spends a year in every sign. Saturn spends more than that, 2.5 years. So the ability to put pressure on that Rashi is much more. And as we all know, Rashi is a heap of karma. So more the pressure, more events keep flowing out of that Rashi and events take place in your life. So tracking the transit of Jupiter and Saturn is always beneficial. Now, I'm doing this video because I have a couple of requests actually from students and a few of my followers on Instagram who are interested. But otherwise, I was against making a video on transit because unfortunately, it will become a very generalized video. Now, everyone has their own individual horoscope, which is why when we take down your details as an astrologer. So even the transit has to be judged from your own personal horoscope and will play out very differently compared to what you get in the general videos. Okay, but I have tried my level best to juice out maximum as I can. There is one more important thing before I begin. I'm sorry to keep delaying it, but it is important. Transits are, number one, should be judged from the Ashtak Varg, but I'm not getting into that. Okay, that's a different ball game altogether. But if you're judging the transit on your chart, you would naturally go to your Lagna chart, which is the ascendant chart, or you would move to the Chandra Kundli, which is the moon chart. Both are fine. But you won't see things matching that much with these two. My suggestion is please take the sign, which is the dispositor of your moon. Okay, so if you know astrology, you know what I'm talking about. But for those who are very new, the dispositor means the sign lord. All right. So let's say you have a moon which is occupying Capricorn in your chart. Okay. Let's say your moon sits in the sign of Capricorn. And the lord of Capricorn is Saturn. So you need to check which sign has Saturn occupied in your horoscope and judge the entire transit now from that particular sign. So if Saturn has occupied Libra, you will shift the entire horoscope to Libra. You'll make Libra the ascendant and you will now judge the transit. Trust me, do this and you will see much more accurate results for a transit. There are many more reference points as well to judge a transit from, but for now, I think for YouTube audience, this is enough. Okay, so Jupiter is transiting in the sign of Taurus. It is not very comfortable here because it belongs to its enemy, right? Venus and Jupiter are enemies. So in general, this is not a very comfortable place for Jupiter to be in. Okay. Having said that, while it is not comfortable, it is at least a benefic sign. Okay, Taurus is a benefic Rashi, it is a Saumya Rashi, it is a feminine sign. So it is, in general, it is going to give mixed results in terms of its own significations. So throughout the world, things related to children, things related to food, things related to wealth, happiness will be a very big mixed bag. All right, so that's how much I can say right now, okay, from just the sign. All right, now coming to the main part. If Jupiter transits the first house from your ascendant moon or from the sign dispositor sign, which I hope you're checking from, okay, if it's the first house, then you might think this is going to be an excellent transit, right? Jupiter is transiting my ascendant. It's going to expand things because Jupiter is the Karak of expansion, wealth, happiness, but no, not really happening. This transit will bring in challenges, especially related to finances, related to your career. You might remain apprehensive, constantly thinking about, will this happen? Won't this happen? How much money will I make? Should I invest here? Constant apprehensions, anxiousness is seen for people where Jupiter is transiting the ascendant. This transit will take you out of your comfort zone. Now, this could be a good thing or a bad thing. Your chart would have to be read for this, but it will pull you out of your comfort zone. It will put you into places where you are not used to being, and it will push you to thrive. Okay, so do that. Do what the transit is saying. All right. Travel can happen at this time, especially related to profession. It's very possible. But overall, there will be an internal sorrow. There will be something which makes you sad, something that on a personal level which pulls you down. Okay. This transit of Jupiter in the first house indicates an end of some kind of a relationship as well. So you could be leaving an old lover behind. You could be leaving a partner behind, a friendship behind this when this transit takes place. Okay. But understand one thing, that this will be beneficial for you in the long term, right? Health issues can crop up at this time. Um, yeah, so this is what is happening overall for you if Jupiter is transiting your first house. You could see good results towards the end of the transit. Okay, so towards the end of a year, when Jupiter is about to transit into Gemini, just before that, you could see some good results with this transit. But overall, this is going to be challenging for you if it is transiting your first house. Okay, if it is transiting the second house from your moon or the ascendant or from the reference point which I have told you to check from, then this is good for material enjoyment. Your hard work of this particular year which is passing by, so your hard work of Jupiter in Aries where it was transiting will pay off now. So it's a good transit for you career wise, socially. You will have recognition, you will be given awards, rewards, etc. Defeat of enemies is seen in this transit. Very good point over here. This is a good time to fight a lawsuit. This is a good time to go take somebody to court. If you have been waiting to do so, then this transit will favor you overall. Okay. Other than that, you will win in competition. You will be chosen over your colleagues to head a project. Promotions are in store. All the good things which come with winning in competition are promised in this transit. Popularity will come. Okay. Investment in properties will come along with this transit, which will be good for you. In fact, you will also see fruit. The past investments which you made will bear fruit. Good for business. So if you're thinking about expanding your business, etc., this is a good thing. Additions in family. So this can herald childbirth. This can mean marriage. This can mean a very in a very good close new friendship which is building up will be shown by this transit. And if you have been fighting some kind of health issues, if there is an illness which has been troubling you, then this transit will shoo it away. Okay, so this is a good transit where Jupiter is transiting the second house. If Jupiter transit the third house from your ascendant or the moon or the reference point I've given, Then you will get opportunities with regards to your career, especially to grow new opportunities. So if you've been searching for a new job, a new start somewhere, this is good for you. um, you will try to invest a lot, but please make sure you take the right kind of advice and then make the investment. Okay. Separation from close ones is seen. So again, this could show breakups. This can show moving away from your family, going abroad for work, moving to another city. You will not get much help from people around, so don't expect your friends or family to come in and help you or chip along or just kind of give you support, because that won't happen with this transit. This transit overall is good for relocation. So if you're planning to travel, move abroad, this transit will favor you. Okay. Other than that, for personal life, this is not very favorable, so be careful. If Jupiter is transiting the fourth house, it's good. In general, it's good. Materialistically, it's very good. But emotional turmoil will be there. This will stir up a lot of internal conflict. Um, you could suddenly develop bitter feelings for your better half or people around you who you've always been close to. You could suddenly not appreciate certain things from the other person. So this is, you need to be aware of these things. But money wise, materialistically speaking, this is a great transit. It can bring you spiritual growth as well. This transit can bring you spiritual growth as well. So people who are looking at progressing on their spiritual journey, this is a favorable transit. But remember one thing, guys: when you progress spiritually, if you are living a material life, that means you have a family, children, this will always take a hit. So be careful. Okay. Learn how to balance. Meeting a good friend or a spouse is seen. So those of you who are single, this is a good transit for you to meet somebody. Okay. And this could potentially turn into a very good life partner. Interest in occult or spirituality will grow, as I've mentioned. So maintain balance. All right. Other than that, this is a good materialistic transit. Okay. If Jupiter transits your fifth house, then this can show an increase in creativity. Start of ventures. So if you want to start a new job, a new project or business, this is a good transit. This is a good transit for overall expressing your ideas. Your creative energy will flourish over here. Your health, especially your mental health, will improve. All round prosperity and increase of material affluence is seen. Again, this transit is very good to study any kind of occult knowledge. So, sadhana, vidyas, all these things, it's a good time to get into this. Finding a spiritual path, finding a teacher, a good time for all of these things. Finding remedies. So if you've been stuck in a problem and you've not been able to move out of the problem, even though you have been performing any kind of remedy, now this transit will usher in progress. This remedy will bear fruit now. Okay. Taking a mantra. This is a good time to get initiated into a mantra as well, by a bona fide teacher, of course. Intellectual associations will increase. That means you will find yourself going or gravitating into the company of those who like to discuss intellectual topics. Okay. So overall prosperity will increase. So this is a good transit. If it's going through your fifth house, excellent. Congratulations. If the transit is happening in your sixth house, what will happen is, it's not that bad. Don't be scared. Okay. It will try to improve your personality. So it is going to put pressure on you, but this pressure is for your own good. So please accept the pressure of Jupiter here on the sixth house, because it is trying to make you shine. So changes in your routine, changes in your lifestyle, changes in your health, it'll push you to get better to do so. But always remember, this is for purification. Emotional turmoil will be there. So on an emotional front, this is a heavy transit if it's going through your sixth house. So be careful. But other than that, health issues can come, which are not very, which are to be dealt with in a particular way. You will have to go to a doctor for this specifically. Start exercising, start doing the right things in terms of lifestyle, and things should be taken care of. Feelings of regret will be there. So you could experience certain transformations in either your personal life or career wherein you will feel regret. So it is a difficult transit, but like I said, learn to accept it and things will get better. If Jupiter is transiting your seventh house, this is a great transit for people who are single. It can definitely trigger meeting a spouse, a partner. Romance is in the air with this transit. It is even good for wealth, it is good for food, for buying vehicles, and to exercise the power of your speech and intelligence. This is a very good transit. So you want to influence people, you want to gain popularity also. This is a very favorable transit. This is a good time to release an Instagram page. This is a good time to start a YouTube page when Jupiter is transiting your seventh house. Okay. So overall, this is a good transit. No other special things as such. If it is transiting your eighth house, once again, this is a mixed bag because this house is not a very comfortable house in any way. The good thing is it's very good for occult studies, growth in spirituality, transformation, all these things. But as usual, when you gravitate towards these things, your personal life always takes a setback. So make sure you have a spouse who understands your path, or please learn to balance. Okay, please learn to balance. um, Self improvement, this is a transit of self improvement, so working on yourself. It is good if you're on the spiritual path, but if you are too attached to the material life, then this transit will be harsh on you, because financially it will not be a great one. Okay, avoid taking risks, especially related to money. So taking a loan, um, getting into any kind of risky ventures which you are really not sure about at all, please refrain when Jupiter is transiting the eighth house. Okay. The remedy for this transit is being there for people. That means people who are going through bad times, you need to be there for them. Okay. Help them in any way possible. If Jupiter is transiting the ninth house from the sun, not the sun, the moon, the ascendant, or the reference point. And again, over here, I want to tell you, please definitely check it from the reference point I mentioned, okay, because that's where you will see the results from. This is a very good transit. Religious practices will be heightened. You could even go for a pilgrimage. You could take a spiritual journey, which has been long due. Upliftment of your own self and family is seen, so you will have a boost in your personality. Your own ideas and thoughts will shine. Okay, so it's a good transit overall. Materially also, this is a good transit. Buying of vehicles, buying a home, increase in your bank balance is seen if Jupiter is transiting your ninth house. um, be grateful. Okay, be thankful, try to get connected to the essence of God during this transit. It is a very, very good time. Higher studies, moving abroad, it is even good for travel. Okay, all the ninth house things basically what they denote. Okay, so this is a good transit overall. If Jupiter is transiting your 10th house, okay, this is also a good transit in terms of social status. So growth in your career, growth in getting a promotion, your name will be known, you will be recognized. Okay. Additions in family. So again, good for people who are planning childbirth, marriage, etc. This is good. Um, yeah, listen to your own intuition. When Jupiter is transiting your 10th house, people around may not be your well wishers. So, listening to your own intuition with Jupiter in the 10th house transiting becomes very important. Okay, so this is for you. For those of you where Jupiter is transiting your 11th house, this promises a rise in income. This promises gifts, okay? That means promotions, popularity, etc., fame, increase in status is seen. Help from friends. Now, with this transit, you will get help from your support system, your friends, your family will be there for you. This is good for speculation. So, if you're planning to make investments in the share market, stock market, this is a good time. And even good for personal life. So, good for marriage, good for improving your relationships. This is a very good transit overall. Okay. And if Jupiter is transiting the last house, which is the 12th house from your moon or from your ascendant or from the dispositor of your moon, which I would suggest check from for sure, then this shows detachment, or You could find yourself moving away from people you've known. However, this is going to be temporary. Remember this. This is going to be a temporary disassociation. You will take some time off to understand things, to kind of assimilate in your mind what is happening with your life, etc. And because of that, you will have to cut off from people, but you will come back. All right. So this is just temporary. Material pursuits will not fructify, so be careful over here. Investments will not be giving you much, will not bear any fruit as such. Health issues can crop up, so that's another thing you need to be careful of. Do not enter into any kind of court cases. This transit is not favorable for defeat of enemies. Okay, so be very careful over here. Change of residence is seen, but not a permanent one, like I mentioned. And most importantly, Jupiter transiting your 12th house. Do not enter into any kind of extramarital affairs, illicit relationships. Do not form bonds which are not accepted by society. Otherwise, your health and your wealth will go for a toss in the next transit. Okay, so please be very careful. So these are the results of Jupiter transiting all the houses. These are highly accurate. You will tell me, you will give me feedback after 6-7 months when Jupiter has crossed much into Taurus. Provided you are checking from the reference point, I told you, you will see up to 50% of these results if you're checking from the ascendant of the moon. But if you're going to check from the dispositor of the moon, then you will see 90 to 95% results. I can guarantee you pretty much that much. And with that, I'm ending this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more such content. And let me know what else y'all would like to see. And yeah, thank you and have a nice day.